Welcome to another edition of Origin Stories. We're excited to share the latest episode featuring a conversation with Bobby Mihsill. In this episode, we explore the stories, experiences, and moments that shape who we are, and how those origins continue to influence the way we live, lead, and serve today. In this episode, Bobby reflects on how a simple nudge from the Spirit to serve while worshiping at his home church in India led him far beyond his community. Today, he's serving with his wife, Ginny, in Cote, West Africa, where they have been stationed for over a decade. Take a listen to Bobby Mihsill.
I remember I was in my first year of college in India, and on a Sunday, our local church had asked to pray for our missionaries at that time who were in Nepal and another area of India as well. And those missionaries, I knew them. They were family members. And I started praying almost every day. Whenever I remember, I would pray for them in the situation they were in. And as I was praying, I felt called. God was telling me, hey, you should go and serve in full-time ministry and cross-culturally. I didn't know what that meant, but I had people around me who guided me and helped me as far as, what does this mean? Does that mean that I go right away? But they had asked me to take my time, pray, and see where God's going to lead. The other thing was, I have never been outside of the city I grew up in. I've never lived anywhere else. So I was afraid. I've heard the stories and the missionary stories, and some of them were not, it was not paradise by any means, and it seemed it was going to be a very difficult thing to do. But after I graduated from college, I moved to another city in India, which was a bigger city, and there was a very small population of Christians. I was doing my graduate studies, and I got connected to a local church and a local small cell group. And during that time, I was still praying, and God was still nudging me to consider cross-cultural ministry or ministry, full-time ministry at that time. So after a couple of months of fighting, I decided maybe I should say yes, and I did. And when I did feel joy. At the same time, I didn't know what was next. So God opened the doors when I was in that city. I started working with non-Christian nonprofit organizations and working with street children and doing that. And during my time there, within 6 months, I realized, yeah, this is what God is calling me to do. But I also realized that I needed further education to be able to do this well. And I then went to graduate school and did my master's in the School of Theology at Anderson University. And after I graduated, my wife and I, we started talking with global strategy. We didn't really have a specific place where God was calling us, but we were passionate about leadership development, empowering local leaders, and having partnership within the context that we will be serving to connect different groups within the church. So with that, we took that to global strategy, and they help us to connect our passion, and we were able to serve. When we've been serving in Cote d'Ivoire now for the past 11 years, and we've been with global strategy now for 12 years.
Thanks for listening to A World of Good. A World of Good is a podcast production of Global Strategy and Church of God Ministries. Our theme song is Colorado by Leo Flores. If you want to join the conversation, visit us on Instagram, A World of Good Podcast, or visit our website, chogglobal.org/A World of Good. And join us next time as we share more stories of good from around the world.